Morning everybody, it's very misty out here today. As you can see, there's fog everywhere. So, let's talk about what's in the news at the minute, the digital ID. So, it's got everybody up in arms. Personally, my personal opinion, it's never going to happen. And I think Starmer knows it's never going to happen. There's way too much opposition to this in the public. There's way too much opposition to this in Parliament. So we've got to ask a question. Why this specific moment in time did Starmer choose to announce that he was going to introduce digital ID for every adult in this country? So we've got to look at what was about to come into the news cycle, or was in the news cycle that was gaining traction at the time. So if you look, the scandal of Starmer's chief of staff hiding thousands, hundreds of thousands in donations, in campaign donations to fund Starmer's path to number 10 was just starting to break. And Starmer was taking heat for it. He was doing interviews, he didn't look good in interviews, he couldn't answer certain questions. So what did he do? He does what all politicians do. He just put something in the news cycle that would distract people away from the growing scandal. And that it's a smokescreen. The whole digital ID story and him announcing it is just a smokescreen. It's a smokescreen to draw attention away from yet another scandal that was breaking about him. Because look what's happening now. Everybody's talking about digital ID. Everybody. Nobody's talking about the scandal, about him breaking parliamentary rules, which should basically see his end of Prime Minister, really, because he lied. He's lied. He keeps lying to the public, and he can't keep doing this. So that's why he's used the digital ID announcement as a smokescreen for his own corruption. You just have to see through the man and understand what he's capable of. Like I said, everybody is talking about the digital ID story now. Nobody's talking about the scandal, the growing scandal, about him being involved with hiding thousands in campaign donations to fund his path to 10 Downing Street. That's what he's done it for. And we can't let him off the hook. You know, we have to be quick, we have to see, we have to understand what these people are capable of. Because this is how this man avoids scandal. This is how he gets away with it all the time. Every time there's a scandal, mysteriously, some other story appears and it draws attention away from what he's actually doing. We need to draw our attention back to what the story was before he dropped the digital ID story. So we'll move on to AY Audits. So as predicted, it was a Streisand effect. So Channel 4 calling out AY Audits, calling him a digital vigilante journalist, has completely backfired on them. More and more people have been drawing attention to his channel than ever before. So Channel 4 have basically advertised AY Audits channel on TV. They totally misread the room, completely misread the room on the whole situation, and now they're paying the price for it. These people are morons. They're absolutely morons, and this was like a knee-jerk reaction to what's happening with the citizen journalists, because they are literally putting the mainstream media out of business. They get millions of views. These people get millions and millions of views on their channels just by pointing the camera at the action and just showing it unedited. And like I said, the mainstream media can't compete with that. They can't compete with that at all, because they have to show a narrative. They have to show a narrative. They have to twist it to show a narrative that supports the regimes that are authoritarian. Their ideology, their woke ideology. They have to twist everything to fit that narrative. And as a consequence of that, they can't compete with people that are going out there and are just doing what journalists should do. They're being investigative journalists, they're reporting on news stories, without their opinion. And it's killing the mainstream media, which is what prompted the knee-jerk hit piece on AY Audits on from Channel 4 News. This is Vindicator, sign off.